Good morning, everyone. I had to take today off work for a medical thing, and there's a hummingbird right there. Oh, there he goes. Anyhow, I'm gonna use this time to make a quick video. A little state of the garden video. First one in a while. First one of March for sure. So let's get started.
All right, first things I want to look at are these planters. I put, gosh, I think it was 75 tulip bulbs in both of these planters. Don't know if you can tell, but the soil is mounding up. I'm hoping that's because the tulips that are under there are growing. See, there's something poking up there. Who knows? But the crocuses are all popping up. And they're pretty.
I'm actually about to move these because they don't get a lot of sun right here. I'm gonna move them over to my fence area just so they can get more sun, because I know those tulips are gonna really need some sun. So I'll probably move them, or I'll ask someone else to move them for me because they're heavy.
All right. And then here's my other crocuses. They're not open right now because it's all wet and cold out here. But they have done fantastically. They even got some of the pansies that I put in here last fall. They're still kind of kicking off. There's a yellow one right there. That's an area where my cat uses the bathroom, so that's fun. I've given up on that. Yeah, there's a hydrangea coming back. I don't see my hostas coming back yet, but they don't pop up till much later, so maybe they lived, who knows.
I love these crocuses. And this bed actually came up, like the crocuses popped up a good month earlier this year than they did last year. I was looking at my memories on Facebook today, and I actually saw a video of me showing off where these had just started coming up, and these have been up now for at least a month. Yeah, so spring's a bit earlier this year,
This is something else that's kind of cool. Last year, we seeded this area with something called Fleur de Lawn, and it had English daisy seeds in it. And I've got English daisies popping up all over my yard. You can't see them that well with the camera, but they're little white dots. And they go white to pink.
The Fleur de Lawn seed is expensive, but that's what's seeded behind me. All that is Fleur de Lawn. We got it from Oregon State University. I believe they're the ones that made this. There's a hummingbird somewhere tweeting. But that's what it looks like behind me, and I love it. And it's English daisies, alyssum, I think. I don't see any alyssum yet. Oh my gosh, the dog has been tearing.
The dog has been tearing these bushes. Look at that. Oh my God, I'm going to have to murder him. Oh, that's dead. Well, the bush isn't dead, so. Ah, Jesus, bro.
Joys of having pets. Oh well. Oh, wanted to come over here because I wanted to show one thing.
So I bought these two camellias last year. That one's still doing okay. There's also a rhododendron down there. But this one did not. This one died last year. Or I thought it did. So everybody well, not everybody, but some people told me to cut it back and water it really, really well and feed it. And that's what I did. I cut it back and did all those things, and there's some leaves growing out of it right there. Like there's salal and stuff, but those leaves are the camellia.
So, I think it's alive, and I think it might come back. We'll see. That wasn't a great spot for them. I thought it was shadier than it is. It actually gets a lot more sun than I realized. So they kind of burned last summer. I also did not water them enough, or at all, really, over the summer. So that's why they didn't do so well. They also did not make any blooms this year. And again, that's because me and my lack of watering them. But I'm gonna do better this year and maybe I'll get blooms on them next winter. Another area of Florida lawn with the little daisies. Oh, they're so pretty. All right, and then here is the border. All the daylilies have come up. That's most of what the green is. But then a lot of the spring bulbs, fall bulbs that come up in the spring that I put in here are coming up too. Daffodil, there's tulips coming up. There's dog poop, get that out. Lots, like the darker green stuff are the fall bulbs, and the lighter green are the daylilies. So, yeah, it's coming to life. Oh, we have a hummingbird friend visiting. Hi! That looks like one of the female Anna's hummingbirds that hangs out here. They hang out with me all winter long. There she goes. Got 3 feeders for them over there. But yeah, the border's coming alive. Trying to keep the slugs down, and I'm occasionally weeding. You know, just going in here and just kind of snipping things with my fingernails, just because I do need to mulch this. I need to give it a fresh mulching, and I haven't done that yet. So there's a kitty. Let's keep going. Here is the Indian plum. Can't really see it from this angle very well. Let's go inside. All right. Oh no! Look what happened! Oh no! They've made it in! No! Oh, that's where I was gonna plant my corn and all sorts of. Ah, shit. Maybe the cat will find it and eat it. Find it, kitty. Find it. Now back to this. There's my Indian plum that I pulled out of the woods. It is blooming. I think this is a male though, or a female. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's blooming as much as some of the others, but I may be wrong. It's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. That's not its permanent home though. I just stuck it in there because I was being lazy. But that's not its permanent home. I do need to move it a little bit more to the shady areas. I hope that cat finds that mole. Get it, kitty. Oh, I think she found it. We'll let her take care of that. She just gotta sit there and watch it till it comes out. My pond has cleared up from when I got out here and cleaned it. Plants are coming back, and you can actually kind of see the water lilies in there. There's 2. I knocked the green off of one of them, but my mom's, I believe, is the one on that side. And then the one I got on Etsy is the one on this side. Yep. And that is a cat litter box, but that's not poop in it. I know it looks like kitty litter with poop in it, but it's not. I guess that's leaves in there or something. But it's not cat poop, I promise. Yeah. Let's continue. What do I need to show? Oh, let's look under the cover, the row cover. All right, I put this up to try to start some greens. It wasn't working very well because it kept getting blown off. So I thought I fixed that. Oh yeah, look at that, y'all. Ha! Germination. Oh my god. Oh yes, it's working. Okay, okay. That is exciting. Okay, that's very good. I'm gonna put this bamboo stick here to try to kind of hold the row cover down. Yeah, that's awesome. So my greens have started germinating, which is fantastic. Because we as a family have been eating a lot more vegetables lately. I really need this to get going because vegetables are so expensive, and I at least want to get greens going. So that's awesome that those are working. Yes. I wasn't sure they were going to, and I had poured out all of my seeds of 2 of my lettuces anyhow. So I was like, oh my gosh, if those don't work, that's it. I have to order more seeds. But they're working, so that's good.
Here are my strawberries. I got those last year on Etsy. They did survive the winter just fine. I do have a few little babies, but not that many. Yeah, and they're happy. I actually fertilized them last weekend. Sunday, I don't remember, but I fertilized them. So, yep. And then over here, I have some irises that were gifted to me. Looks like they got stomped on by my dog, which is not surprising, but that's what happens when you have animals. So, but those are irises. I have no idea what color they are. I think the woman said they were a mix. Look, they're spreading over here. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, that's irises. I don't know if this is gonna make it. It's a rosemary plant and I moved it here. I don't know. But the sage is happy here.
I think the rosemary, I don't know. Normally rosemary doesn't like very rich soil. So I moved it out of the rich soil to the not so rich soil. But now it's not happy. But I also moved it in the middle of winter. So it could just not have got its roots, going yet. It'll be fine.
This is also happening with my crocosmia. They're coming back. It's exciting. Here is perennial bed. So far the only thing, let's see, it looks like this is coming back. And this was lobelia, I believe. It was one of those 2 lobelias that I bought on sale. Just gonna put that there. Oh, birds might want to use it. It's coming back. My mother of thyme is doing all right. And then I put like 3 perennials right in this area. I know it looks terrible, but something's coming back. Oh, there's a slug. See? Right now is the time that these little dudes really mess with me. They like eating the new baby plants as they're coming up. And then the baby plants can't come up because these guys eat them before they can, and it's annoying. But, yeah. So, that's alive still. Anyhow, I'm in the not English daisies, Shasta daisies are still green. They never did die back. This is my my new asparagus bed. Looks like something ate that piece right off. When I planted this thing was a long piece sticking out of the asparagus, so I just let it stand up, and it looks like something ate it. Surprise! Slugs.
I hate slugs. Everyone hates slugs, but I really hate them. It's like, guys, come on. There's a whole wooded area that you can eat. There's a whole yard full of greens you can eat. But no, you want to come in my garden. Oh, I smushed him. Oh. You want to come in my garden and eat my plants. Oh.
Get out there. Get out there right now. Get. Go get the mole.
But yeah, I planted 6 asparagus crowns in the area that's kind of packed down there. And then I got winter sowing going on in there. That's still going. Up here are my friends. Let me show them real quick.
There's 2 robins. The male was hanging out for a while here, and then he just found his lady. And they've been hanging out in the yard for a week or so now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's, I don't know, I'm not pretty sure, but I had a robin that hung out in the yard all year last year, and I'd like to believe that's him again, but who knows. Let's look at the blueberry plants.
So the blueberry plants are here, and this is their first season really, because we just bought them last fall. I did prune them last fall, but I really have no idea what I'm doing. You can kind of see the buds trying to open. It won't. There we go. Yep. So I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to pruning. So I probably pruned them wrong. But what I did is I just tried to prune out any branches that were touching or crossing each other. And I pruned off any that looked like they were really dead. However, this I probably could have, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing. But they're all still alive, so that's good. This one just moved. I hope it doesn't mean that stupid mole's underneath it. Ugh. Whatever. But yeah, they're all got buds on them. Some of the buds have actually opened, like that one. They're getting ready to make their leaves. And this one actually came with a bonus columbine plant. So yeah, they're looking good.
I really hope they do well this year. You know, because they did well at the nursery, so I know they can do well. And if they don't do well, it's because of something I did. So I really hope they would do well this year. Okay, let's see. The grass is wet, my feet are getting wet. Here's the compost. Look at that. I mean, that was empty at the end of fall last year. It was empty. Now it's full again. I've got to kind of turn it. I've been kind of turning it, but it's really hard to turn the whole thing. So I'll probably wait till May or so, and then I'll move all that over to one of these stalls. Makes it super easy to turn it because I just put it all into, you know, my little wheelbarrow, shove it over, drop it in, and it gets flipped and turned and stirred, and it's good. It's good. But yeah, oh, also in here, let's look at
Whenever I was pruning my blueberry plants, I thought that maybe I could start them, like propagate some. And so I stuck them in the ground in my compost. And look, y'all, some of them have lived. So I'm gonna have to be careful and separate them out of there in the spring.
anything that actually has roots at that point, I'll pot up. And I mean, I've got plenty of strawberry plants, but blueberries, they're blueberry plants. But who knows? You know, I may keep them, I may give them to someone who watches the videos. Who knows? Anyhow, let's keep going.
This is also a cutting that I took while I was pruning. I did not mean, oh, you got some frost damage there. I did not mean to take this as a cutting to propagate. What I did was I threw this piece in the compost, knowing very well it probably wouldn't compost, but I'm lazy, so that's where it went. Well, the thing started growing roots out of its side. So I put it in some soil, and it's living. So there's another rose. I now have 2 roses. But yeah, there's the compost. I really need to. You really shouldn't have food sitting on top like that. You should have something over it, some carbon on top. But yeah, whatever. And here's my other rose. This is the rose that cutting came from. It's putting out a little growth. I believe this is the time that my mother would say is the time to pour some Epsom salt water on it.
But I'm not gonna get into that debate. I'll probably do it just because I did it last year, and it doesn't actually hurt, as I said last year. There's a video of me planting this rose, and if you search planting rose, I'm pretty sure you'll find it. But I talk about the Epsom salt in that video and all that bullshit. But if you're gonna do that, now's the time to do it, whenever it starts putting out new growth. The strawberry tree. All right, now let's go look at the strawberry tree. I'll put the not Latin, whatever the stupid name is. Arbutus annueto? I don't remember. So I'll put it down here and you can laugh at how badly I attempted to say it there. But this is my strawberry tree. Okay. It is a baby. I just planted it last weekend. I love it so much. They get really tall. They get like 8 to 12 feet tall, and about the same width. They kind of grow like rhododendrons grow. So they can kind of form trees if you prune them that way. But they end up with a lot of bare bark on the bottom. And the bark is gorgeous. It's like peely red bark. But let's go look at it. So like I said, this one's a baby. But look at that red bark. Isn't that gorgeous? And it is in bloom currently. These have a very long bloom season. They're not incredibly showy flowers, but they're there. And they're food for pollinators and whatnot. But the fruit takes almost a full year to develop, if not more. And the fruit kind of looks like a strawberry. And I'm guessing that's why it's called a strawberry tree. But they're just red balls that kind of have the appearance of a raspberry on the outside. They are edible. However, I've heard they're quite tart. And if you eat a whole bunch of them, your stomach will protest. So, yeah, I'm going to leave them for the birds, is my plan. I love this bush, and I cannot wait for it to get bigger. There's some birds talking. But anyhow, there is one more thing I kind of want to take a look at. And it's the wildflower meadow this year. I'm going to pass the camera over the fence here.
So, 90% of that green, I am confident in saying this, 90% of that green is wildflower seeds, y'all. And I am so excited about them.
Last year I tried to do this, but we had a lot of weeds still. And so this fall, sorry, that bird sounds cool. But anyhow, last fall we actually brought in soil and laid it on top because we needed to raise this area a little bit. And so when we did that, we had all this bare soil. And I spread it with seeds. Yes, I did. I did that last fall. I don't remember exactly when, but if you go through my page, I'm sure I mentioned spreading my wildflower seeds sometime in October or November. So, and they're working. I'm so excited. It's gonna be beautiful, just absolutely gorgeous. I also planted sweet peas along this fence line, but I don't see them coming up yet. But that's okay. They will come up. They will. All right. That's mainly all I have to show off today. I do have some more fall bulbs coming up in my old fall bulb area, but it's around front and I'm cold. So I'm gonna wrap this sucker up and go inside. There in the background is that new bird feeder. It's so awesome with all my gifted bird feeders on it. And then my mock orange. My mock orange has not woke up yet, but it is alive, so it's okay. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Spring's almost here.